So I'm going to put my frying pan to heat, and I'm going to add some oil. I'm using some olive oil, but you can use any oil of your choice. I'm going to let that heat up. Here are my ingredients. So I got some tomatoes with some sweet peppers, my shrimp that are nicely washed. I got my broccoli and my spinach. You can substitute any of these and use whatever you want. You can switch it around however you want. You can use kale. You can use pretty much just about anything. So I'm going to go ahead and add my sweet peppers and my onions. Not my onions, I mean my tomatoes. I'm going to add a little seasoning salt to that to give a little flavor. And then we're going to saute these. So we're going to saute these for about 5 minutes on, we'll say low heat, medium low heat. Next I'm going to add my onions after 5 minutes. I'm just going to mix that in. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with a cup of water. I think I'm going to add about 2 cups actually. We're going to add 2 cups. So 2 cups of water. So this is what I'm using. I'm going to go ahead and add about a tablespoon of curry powder. You can add more, you can add yours gradually if you like. So I'm going to add a half more tablespoon of curry powder. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of seasoned salt. Then I'm going to mix that in. And then I'm going to allow this to come to a little boil. This dish goes great with rice. So we're going to make some rice. Or make some rice for a few days actually. So our sauce is boiling up now. It looks really good. So we're going to let this boil and reduce by half on low heat. So you're going to let it boil till it's like half of what it is now. And then we're going to go ahead and add our spinach and our broccoli and our shrimp. I usually keep my rice pretty simple. I add some butter and I usually add some salt, but in this case I don't have any salt, so I'm going to add some seasoning salts for substitute. And I'm going to mix that in there. It depends on the type of rice I'll use. I add some thyme or some green onions, also known as scallions. But whatever you want to add in your rice is up to you. And then I just wait for this to boil up, and then I turn it down on low heat after letting it boil for about 3 minutes. Because this is like seasoned rice, I'm just adding a tinge of virgin olive oil to this. And then we're going to wait for that to come to a boil. My rice is boiling, so I'm going to let it boil for about 2 minutes. It's been boiling for a minute so far, so I'm going to let it boil for 2 minutes. And then I'm going to cover it, turn the stove on low heat, and let it just simmer. And it's going to be nice and delicious. As you can see, my sauce is starting to thicken up and it's starting to reduce. So we're going to let this continue to cook down until it reduces to a little bit more. It's thickening up nicely, which is what you want. You want to make sure you taste as you go to make sure that the salt content is to your liking. I'm working with what I got right now, but if you have some parsley, some oregano, any kind of spice or herbs, just drop it right in there. It will just up the taste a little bit more. Right here. Alright, so it's gotten a fair amount of time to reduce. It looks really good, so we're going to go ahead and add our broccoli into there. We're going to add our spinach. Trust me, it might look like a lot now. Just give it time to soften down and you'll see it's going to look like there was nothing ever in there. So we're just going to give this about a minute, let the heat do its thing, and then you're going to see a completely different change in your pot. Like all this will be reduced to next to nothing. So this is like 30 seconds in. So if we give it another few seconds, it's going to be nice and softened in there. Alright, so that looks really good. So we're going to go ahead and add our shrimp now. Lots of shrimp. So mine is a full bag of shrimp, but you don't have to add that much. So we're going to go ahead and mix this in. Make sure all these shrimp get into the sauce. And in the meantime, you want to melt about 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter in your microwave. The dish is looking really amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and add my butter. And then we're going to go ahead and mix that in. You can add some more curry if you want to, but I'm not going to add too much curry to mine. I think what I added earlier is good. And I'm going to allow this to cook down for about 10 minutes. So just 10 minutes, and then we'll turn our heat off. You want to check the salt content of yours. The amount of salt I put on is just right. It's not overpowering. At the same time, it's not undersalted, so that's good. Here are our next set of ingredients. I have some broccolis here, some carrots, and some zucchini. I know this is cool, a yellow zucchini. I've never seen one before. But I'm gonna go ahead and steam these bad boys, and then we're gonna saute them. So I'm gonna peel these and have them cut up into little cubes, and then we're gonna add them to our water. We'll add this first since it's a little bit harder, so it's gonna need a little more time than these will, whereas these cook super quick. So we're gonna go ahead and add our baby carrots to the water, and we're gonna give this about 5 to 10 minutes boil time. And you wanna go ahead and check it often with a fork to see the softness. Yeah, baby. Yes. I almost forgot to tell you guys, add some salt for flavor. If you don't have salt, just add some all-purpose seasoning salt like I'm doing. And then let that boil. It'll add flavor. So mine has been cooking for almost 10 minutes and they're starting to soften up nicely. So I'm going to go ahead at this point and add my broccoli. These are only literally going to need like 3 to 4 minutes. And I'm going to add my zucchini in here. You want to make sure everything fits. And then let this boil for about, we'll say 3 to 5 minutes, but 5 minutes max. But if you need some more time, if you want yours a little bit softer, then give it that extra time. The veggies are cooking down nicely. I'm gonna add some olive oil to my frying pan. And then you wanna go ahead and add your veggies in and just saute them. I'm sorry, hold on. And you just wanna saute them. Just continuously flip them as they go. Let them just get a little sear for about a minute, and then they're pretty much done. And here is the finished dish. I plated out my dishes for the week, and that's pretty much what they look like. So enjoy and give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Bye. Find me where the wild things are.